Alright, so here we are in the third instance. This is the level 16 instance located in the Silica Steppes. The way you get here is you can use your Ryfort teleport that'll bring you here, or you can also take Snoop if you've already been here to get to the Arcane caravan, and then just run down here or ride your mount or whatever. The Arcane Chamber of Sathkur is what we're looking at. Level 16 instance. So, as far as upgrades go, for what I can use in this instance that I couldn't use in the last one, the only skill I get is Defensive Formation, going from 15 to 16. That's my level 16 ability. I almost never use it, but there it is. And then gear-wise, there is this set that can be acquired from a series of quests in Silver Spring. Level 16 gear. There's also a cloth and leather equivalent to these. So I can equip that. Looks pretty good. And this is the first time I've had gloves. I think at this point I might have also had like some cloth shoulders or something that I got from a quest, but I'm not too worried about it. Hold on, this guy's passing by here. Excuse me. There we go. So there's that, and then here I have an example of some of the different gear that you can actually get in this instance. So here's the chain gear. You can see that it doesn't have any set bonuses, but the benefit is that they all come with that unnamed hit points, and they have decent defense too. So they all have hit points, and you see this one has strength, this one has dex. That's the stat that you get from plussing it. I +1 to all of my gear that I got. So this is gear that I got from grinding it out a whole lot. This is the first instance that I actually grinded out for a while because there was some decent gear for it, and I really needed to get some good gear because after this is Forsaken Abbey, which is a big bump up in terms of difficulty from what we've run so far. It's level 25 roundabout, and this is only level 16. So you can see there's all of this gear. The stats that come on them are random. There are no predetermined stats like you see on a lot of other gear. And then here's the cloth gear. I got the cloth gear because I ended up running on my priest a lot as well. Running as a priest warrior. And there's a nice staff that I actually tiered up to tier 4, and I use that in here a lot. So there's that, but I'm going to run in this because we're going to sort of assume that I haven't run it and gotten this stuff yet. Though once I have gotten this, I'll probably use this whenever I am running Forsaken Abbey. So there's that. And here we go. We got all the same gear except for new chain set. Better than the Logar set that we had. Now, in here, there's a lot of different mobs. I'm trying to remember. I don't think that there's anything in there. But there are, around in here, there are these transparent jades. These are just like in the Barren Caves when we got these mist emeralds. And they're used to craft instruments. Same with these transparent jades. They're quite valuable. They sell for at least tens of thousands of gold each. And I think you get 7 or 8 of them each run in here. And just like with the Mist Emeralds, you can have everyone in your party mine it at the same time, and as long as they click it before the first person gets it, then it won't despawn. Or everyone will get it. Even if you were the last one to click it, you'll get it. There we go. I'm trying to just avoid these because these guys don't really drop anything. They don't even drop cards, which that was one of the reasons I ended up, in a lot of cases, killing everything in an instance was because of the cards I would get. These don't drop cards. The gear that they do drop isn't any good either. It's all just a bunch of white trash. There might be a few green items, I don't remember, but that's not what I'm after. I'm after the blue gear that drops off the bosses. These goodies here. Okay, let's see. Oh, so there's these rooms with all these gold in them. The gold is a trap. You don't want to step on the gold. I'll show you what I mean in a little bit here. If you step on some of these piles, there's a poison gas that comes out, and I don't know what. I think it does some damage or something. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't do anything. But if you stand on this one in the middle, spikes are going to come up and stab you. And the amount of damage it does is actually percentage based. So if you come in here as a level 100 character and you've got 200,000 hit points, it's going to still deal 20% of your health. So you're going to take 40,000 damage from that. And then if you stand there long enough, it'll just kill you. So you gotta be careful. Okay, did I run back? Yeah, I did. So you don't want to stand on those. Fortunately, the fact that it's percentage based means that if you have low health and you step on it once, you're okay as long as you weren't already low on health because you're fighting all these spiders and bats and grave lizards and all that stuff. Here's another one. Yep, there's another one in here. Maybe there's 7. 7 is how many I got last time. Because I just did a run-through of this to make sure that I knew what I was doing. Because the boss actually has some interesting mechanics. And I actually got this chain. I did have another one, but it had different stats on it, and I like these stats better. Plus, it had a rune slot, so I was able to put a Vigor 3 rune in there. Pretty nice. It ended up being better. So. Alright. So I managed to run past everything, but normally I would have killed everything that got in my way. You just click on this door. Okay? Come in. Now, you got this pentagram on the ground. We're going to come over here to this chest, and oh, it's not a chest. It's King Sathkur's Phantom. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to talk to him, and whenever I hit begin, here's what's going to happen. At each of the points of these stars, of this big star in here, a brazier will appear. So there will be 5 braziers. So what I do is I sort of give them each a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going clockwise around. Because what's going to happen is they are going to light up in a certain sequence. You have to memorize the sequence, and then after they've all done it, then you're going to light them again in that same sequence. If you fail and you mess it up, then a whole bunch of zombies and ghosts and stuff spawn, and then you gotta fight them. It really stinks if you come out here and you do that and then you die. The first sequence is 3. Numbers. So here, you like to type it out into the chat so I remember. There's 3, 4, 3. Okay. I type it out. So, like, if you're in a party, you can type it to party. So that your party knows... Oh, I guess I'm not in a party. So then your party will know what the sequence is. So we're going to go 3. Generally, you just want to have one person do this. Otherwise, they'll screw it up for everybody else. 4, 3. Now, once I do this, last one, he's going to do a little emote, and then he's going to spawn the boss. And it can be any one of, I think, 5 or 6 different bosses can spawn. And depending on the boss that spawns, they have slightly different mechanics, and they drop different stuff. So this guy was pretty easy. And there we go. I got, ooh, very nice. Some OD gloves. Let's see if they're better than what I already had. No, not really. I had Dex, Command, and Vigor. That just gives me an ability 3. These would be better if I was planning on statting them, because there's only one dirty stat on there. This one has, these aren't that bad. They're bad in general, but for this level, they're not too bad. Alright, so the Braziers won't start the sequence until I talk to him again, so that's good. I'm going to turn my add-on back on, so it'll drop these things that I don't want. Now, here we go. The first sequence was 3. The next sequence is going to be 5 long. So there's 3, 2, 1, 5, 3. 3, 2, 1, 5, 3. 3. You gotta watch them carefully, because it is possible for them to, for the same Brazier to spawn twice in a row, or to light twice in a row. Here we go. So you actually get to fight 3 bosses every time you run this. So that's 3 different rolls on the drop table, which is nice whenever you're trying to farm up. Normally you don't get as lucky. Normally sometimes I would farm this thing all day and not get anything. And I've already gotten 2 OD drops just in my last 2 runs. But that's RNG for you. Oops. Yeah. Okay, so this guy, he goes immune to physical damage when you get him low. There's other ones that go immune to magic damage, so it's good to have both magical and physical damage of some type. So it's better if you can do this as a party. But if you're not as a party and you're soloing, you either have to, I mean, obviously if you're high level, you can just one-shot him. But otherwise, you just kind of have to wait for that to wear off and then DPS him. Or maybe if you are a certain class and you happen to have extra stuff. So, like, I happen to have Rising Tide. I have no points in it, so it does terrible damage, but it does something. So let's see. Oh, there's a belt. It's not better than... Oh, maybe it is. Let's see. This belt gives me Dex Element. Elements is terrible. Okay, no, it's not better than my current belt. My current belt has Vigor on it. In fact, you know what? Nah, don't worry about it. I'm going to chuck that belt. So we'll do it one more time. Maybe we'll get some cloth, or you can see some of the leather pieces that drop in here. There goes 3, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 4. Alright, see, sequence is 7 long. It gets tricky if you don't type it out. There we go. 3, oops, 3. Make sure they light, because if you mess up and it doesn't light, then you might click it twice. 2, 1, 5, 2, and 4. Here we go. So I actually like this instance. It's not run very often. The only times people run it are if they're just farming those jades. But I think the mechanics are kind of interesting. And I like that you get 3 rolls on the drop table. So every time there's a chance you'll get something. But I've also had sometimes where all I ever get are the leather drops, and I have no use for leather. Unless maybe it's a belt or something that happens to be better than my chain belt. But I almost never wear leather. It's kind of a shame all the times whenever I've got rogue or scout items that are like really nice, except I can't use them. Yep, there he goes. Absorbing all physical attacks at 25% health. And then, oops, he can also fear you. But no way of resisting that. Now if I was playing on my knight side, I could. Actually, I don't know if I got that yet, but... And his holy shield that's absorbing, it lasts quite a while. So it really does help quite a bit if you have someone who can deal magic damage with you. Like I said, there's also some of these bosses will do the same thing, absorbing all magical attacks. So in those cases, you need to have physical damage. So it's good to have a mix. So look at that. He puts it right back up. Luckily I have something that does more than nothing. Ooh, I think that ability might... Oh, I hope that's not a heal or something. What's it doing? Okay, I don't... Oh yeah, he healed himself. You see that? Come on. Damage. There we go again. If you're low level and you're running this solo, it helps to have heals, because I remember several times whenever they would bring up that holy shield, I would just stand there healing myself because I would be so low on hit points. Oh my gosh, see, he puts it right back up immediately. Plus side is, I think this guy is the guy that drops the chain, so if that's what I'm after, then it'd be nice to have an OD belt. That was something that I never got in all the time that I ran this. And I ran this a lot. I refused to move on to the next instance until I got really well geared. Because once you level up, you can't go back, so... And I believe that in the process of running this, as much as I did, I actually got so much XP, even with debt, that I leveled up to almost level 20 and higher. From 16 to 20. Just running this instance. All day, every day. Farming those items. Oh my gosh. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to equip this staff so that I can deal better magic damage. This is a staff that drops in this instance, so it's okay. It's not like I'm wielding some OP staff that deals 1,000,000 damage or something. Oh shoot. No, 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 no. Here we go. Oh, no, he healed himself. That's so close. Stun. staff. The boss usually is not this hard. There we go. Got him. And let's see, what did I get? Oh, I got another staff. Let's see. Nope, it's not better than my current one, but it's kind of hard to beat that. 118 durability. I would have needed an OD with rune slots in it to be better. So yeah, there we go. That's the Arcane Chamber of Sathkur. Now, if you're trying to get out of here, you either have to teleport, because you can't go this way, or on this side there's a portal here that just takes you outside. And there we go. Next time, Forsaken Abbey.